Hello everyone, I Sapan Kesha, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, Priyadarshini Jail College of Pharmacy, Nagpur, welcomes you all to this third lecture in Pharmacy Practice School on the topic QC and QA, International Perspective of USA, WHO, ICH and India. In the first lecture, we covered the introduction to various analytical techniques, and in second lecture, we learned the concept of quality control and quality assurance. So dear student, today we will learn the drug and drug regulations, we'll see the functions of drug regulatory agencies, we'll focus on pharmaceutical market, their regulations, and more importantly, in today's lecture, we'll see the various regulatory agencies in India, USA and globally. So let's start. Globally, drugs are called medicines for internal or external use in human being as well as in animal, and all those substances intended to be used for diagnosis, treatment, mitigation or prevention of any disease or disorder in human beings or animal. And generally the word regulate means to control something so that it functions properly. Drug play a very important role in both health of the people and economy of the country. Pharmaceutical drugs are available from a large number of sources. People and government willing to spend money on a drugs for many reasons. So it must be safe, effective and good quality and used appropriately. This means in turn that development, production, importation, exportation and subsequent distribution of a drug must be regulated to ensure that they meet the prescribed standard. Therefore, effective drug regulation is required to ensure the safety, efficacy and quality of a drug as well as the accuracy and appropriateness of a drug information available to the public. Regulatory agency functions right from the beginning of the product registration, manufacturing, analysis, packaging, distribution and up to the monitoring of adverse drug reactions. And the main goal of drug regulation is to guarantee the safety, efficacy and quality of a drug available to the public. The table here displays the various regulatory authorities of the world. Like in India, it is the CDSCO considered to be the drug regulatory authority. In USA, this is US FDA. In Japan, MHLW. In Australia, commonly very well known TGA, that is Therapeutic Good Administration. And internationally accepted regulatories are ICH, WHO and WTO. Now, the global pharmaceutical market is divided into three categories. As you can see, USA, Europe, Canada, Japan and Australia are considered as a regulated market, while India, China, Brazil and Russia falls in the category of semi-regulated market, and whereas most of the African countries are called non-regulated market because it needs minor documents. So, if suppose you are having your own pharmaceutical company and you want a license permission for manufacturing, distribution, sale of any of your product in this country, so dependent upon which type of that market is, you require specifications in your products. Now, apart from the quality control and quality assurance, the drug regulation consists of drug laws, drug regulatory agencies, drug regulatory bodies and drug information centers. So, this is a overall very short introduction about drug and drug regulations across the globe. Now, let's learn about drug regulatory system in India. In India, drug and health is in a concurrent list of Indian Constitution. It is governed by both central and state government under the DNC, that is Drug and Control Act 1940. The Central Drug Standard Control Organization, CDSCO, Remember this name, this is a very important name in India. Central Drug Standard Control Organization, commonly known as a CDSCO, under Directorate General of Health Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, is the national regulatory authority of India. The headquarters for the CDSCO is located at FDA Bhavan, New Delhi. You know this person, Dr. V.G. Somani, is last year appointed as a Drug Control General of India, CDSCO, is also the alumni of RTM Nagpur University. So, it feels proud to be Nagpurian and as a part of Priyadarshini Jail College of Pharmacy, Nagpur, which is affiliated to RTM Nagpur University. CDSCO also has 6 zonal offices, 4 sub-zonal offices, 13 port offices and 7 laboratories spread across the country. The zonal offices are involved in the GMP audit and inspection of manufacturing unit of large volume parenteral, sera, vaccines and blood product. Whereas the sub-zonal offices are responsible for the coordination with the state drug control authorities under their jurisdiction for uniform standard of inspection and enforcement. The laboratories are responsible for the quality control of a drug and cosmetics in the country. The various laboratories that are spread across the India are: the first in a Central Drug Laboratory, Kolkata, second is in a Mumbai, third is in a Chennai, fourth is in a Kasoli, fifth is in a Guwahati, sixth is in a Chandigarh and seventh located at Hyderabad, AP, that is Andhra Pradesh. Under the Drug and Control Act 1940, the CDSCO is responsible for the approval of a drug, conduct of the clinical trial, laying down the standard for the drugs, control over the quality of imported drugs in the country, and coordination of the activities of the Central Drug Organization by providing the expert advice with a view of bring about uniformity in the enforcement of Drug and Cosmetic Act. Further, the CDSCO along with state regulator is jointly responsible for certain specialized categories of the critical drugs such as blood and blood products, IV fluid, vaccines and sera. So, if any corona vaccine needs a permission to sell in India or to conduct the clinical trial, so it has to get the permission from the CDSCO only. So, that's all for CDSCO in India. Now, let's move to very important and very strict drug regulatory agency of US. I have shown here the 3 agencies: NIH, US FDA and Indian Health Services. NIH is a National Institute of Health, a part of US Department of Health and Human Services. NIH is the nation's medical agency making important discovery that improves the health and save lives. Whereas the Food and Drug Administration, commonly known as FDA or US FDA, is a federal agency of United States, Department of Health and Human Services, one of the United States Federal Executive Department. There are so many other departments like Indian Health Services, IHS, CMS, CDC, ACF, ACL, HRSA, DHHS, etc. Although the Indian Health Services name is Indian, but it is not standing for we belonging to India. However, it is a services to Native American tribes and Alaska Native people. So, we know now the US FDA is a US Public Health Services, which is a part of Department of Health and Human Services, and it is responsible for the manufacture, import, transport, storage, sale of medicine and medical devices, biological product and radiation emitting devices. The mission of US FDA is to promote the public health by promptly and efficiently reviewing clinical research and taking appropriate action on the marketing of regulated product in a timely manner. With respect to such a product, protect the public health by ensuring food are safe, wholesome, sanitary and properly labeled. Human and veterinary drugs are safe and effective. Assurance of safety and effectiveness of the devices intended for the human use. Cosmetics are safe and properly labeled. Public health and safety are protected from the electronic product radiation. The US FDA also participates through appropriate process with representatives of other countries to reduce the burden of regulation, harmonize regulatory requirements and achieve appropriate reciprocal arrangements. The US FDA is responsible for regulation of more than $2.4 trillion US consumer goods, about 25% of the consumer expenditure in United States. It includes the biological product, tobacco product, cosmetic, drug, food, radiation emitting electronic products, veterinary products, manufacturing standards, product approval. However, it does not regulate so many things like alcohol, consumer product, meat and poultry product, pesticide, advertisements related to this, restaurants, health insurance and drug of abuse. To check out the US FDA guidelines and guidance for manufacture, marketing, export of a drug and drug product, check out these websites. These are the list of a form number which is responsible and which will help you to assist various guidelines of US FDA. Now WHO, WTO, ICH and WIPO are some of the international regulatory agencies and organizations which play an essential role in all aspects of the pharmaceutical regulations related to the drug, product registration, manufacturing, distribution, price control, marketing, research and development, and as well as the intellectual property protection. The ICH, it is an international conference on harmonization of technical requirement for registration of the pharmaceutical for human use. It is a unique project that brings about regulatory authorities and experts from pharmaceutical industries in Europe, Japan and United States to discuss scientific and technical aspect of the product registration. In 1980, the European Union began harmonizing the regulatory requirement. In 1989, Europe, Japan and USA began creating a plans for harmonization. ICH of technical requirement for registration of the pharmaceutical for human use was created, or the birth of the ICH took place in the year 1990 at the meeting at Brussels. ICH is composed of following structures. It consists of steering committee, ICH secretariat, observers and working groups like expert working group and implementation working group. The purpose of ICH, or we can say the mission of the ICH, is to achieve greater harmonization to ensure that the safe and effective and high quality medicines are developed and registered in most resource efficient manner, with an objective of better consumer information, post marketing safety, new product review, keep watch on safe manufacturing and handling, monitoring for the new risk, standardization and regulation, enforcement and corrective problem. ICH topics are divided into 4 categories and ICH topic codes are assigned according to this category. Q for quality topics, S for safety topics, E for efficacy topic, M for multidisciplinary topics. So in short it is called as QSEM guidelines of ICH. The ICH stability guidelines for stability condition and testing are followed through the world for product quality. In the table, list of the ICH guideline for the stability testing, evaluation of impurities, quality risk management, and analytical method development are listed. So next is the World Health Organization, WHO. So next is the World Health Organization, WHO. WHO is nowadays very popular because of the corona. So WHO is the United Nations Specialized Agency for the Health. WHO is directing and coordinating the authority of the health within the world. It is responsible for providing leadership on a global health matters, shaping the health research agenda, setting the norms and standard, articulating evidence-based policy option, providing technical support to countries, monitoring and assessing health trends. When we look out the history of WHO, when the diplomats met to form United Nations in 1945, one of the things they discussed was setting up a global health organization. So the WHO constitution came into exist on the 7th April 1948, the day we now celebrate every year as a World Health Day. With an objective is the attainment of the highest possible level of health by all people. The WHO headquarters is located at Geneva, Switzerland. It has 6 regional offices. These are the first regional offices for the Southeast Asia at New Delhi, second regional offices for Africa at Congo, third regional offices for the America at Washington, USA, fourth regional offices for Europe at Copenhagen, Denmark, fifth regional offices for the Eastern Mediterranean at Cairo, Egypt, and the last 6 regional offices for the Western Pacific at Manila, Philippines. The World Health Assembly is the supreme decision-making body for the WHO. It meets each year in May at Geneva and is attended by delegation from all 193 member countries. The World Health Assembly is headed by Director General WHO, who is nominated. The World Health Assembly is headed by Director General, who is nominated by Executive Board. The Executive Board is composed of 32 members technically qualified in the field of health. Members are elected for 3-year terms. The main board meeting is held in January with a second shorter meeting in May of each year, immediately after the Health Assembly for more administrative matters. The various functions of the WHO include to act as a directing and coordinating authority on international health work, to assist the government upon request in supporting health services, to furnish appropriate technical assistance and in emergencies like in corona, necessary add upon the request of the governance, to stimulate and advance work to eradicate epidemic, endemic and other diseases. So to remove corona, we require a very high and efficient work from the WHO. So we all are expecting this from WHO. To promote and conduct research in the field of health, to establish and revise the necessary international nomenclature of disease, of causes of death and public health practices. So nowadays the WHO team is going at China and find out and are in a search of finding out why the corona has been generated and how we can eradicate that corona situation. To develop and establish and promote international standards of the food, biological and pharmaceutical product, to provide the information and counsel the assistance in the field of health, to promote improved standard of teaching and training in the health and medical and related profession. So this is also governed by WHO. They are the main important functions of WHO. To establish and maintain effective cooperation within the United Nations, specialized agencies, governmental health administration and professional groups. So guys, the regulatory system, to conclude, conclude at last, the regulatory system for complementary medicine must continue to ensure that the medicines having So thank you very much all of you, and in the conclusion what I can say, the regulatory system for the complementary medicine must continue to ensure that the medicines having highest possible level of confidence in their overall safety and quality. The current system of regulation of the complementary medicine allows consumer to have a faith in the quality, safety and efficacy of medicines. So thank you, and we'll come back with the lecture 4 on the SOPs.